Well, hello.
Hey guys.
What up?
So the vlogs have been different the last couple days. Like yesterday was a cooking one, which I hope you guys enjoyed that.
All the cooking.
It was fun
good.
for me.
It was good food.
You liked it?
Yeah.
See, and he's not on a diet at all.
No, and it was good. I had a big old bowl. Like, big bowl, like about that big. Yeah, I ate it all.
But my kids are gone. My sister actually took them. This is the first time they've spent the night
Somewhere, all together.
like in a long time.
Mm-hmm.
A very long time. So we're kidless. So what are we doing?
We go get something to eat.
We're gonna go get something to eat. And I've been doing laundry because, you know, we're super exciting like that.
Yeah. Chilling. I've been reading a book.
Yeah, he's been reading a book. Yeah, it's just kind of nice to have that like quiet for a minute. But I was like, babe, I want to tell our subscribers, because I told you guys
Our friends and family.
Yeah.
Subscribers,
Our
friends
tribe,
and family.
our tribe members.
Tribe.
What we went and talked about on Monday, and kind of like what our goals for 2018 are.
Yeah.
He has notes.
Actually, yeah, for me. No, I'm looking down because I actually started right away. I just was like, man, I want 5 goals for this year that I want to do. 1 personal, 1 just like educational, 1 relational.
Hey, this can count for. You're knocking 2 off your list today, babe.
What?
Reading a book and going on a date.
Yeah. So I'm at 4. I still have 4. You can't see this hand. It's over here. It's on the steering wheel. I'm at 4. So I'm just kind of waiting to see what the 5th one was. But yeah, so for me, I have 4 of my 5 goals written down. And I did it on purpose. And the one thing too is a lot of times, like, I'll have internal goals that I just think of. Oh, I want to do this, I want to do that. But I never tell her. And so, like this year, I was like, I wrote them down. I think January 1st. I wrote them down, typed them out on my phone. The 4, I still have 4. And then what I did was I showed her right away, like, hey, here's part of my goals for the year, just so you know, you can know what I'm thinking and what the track that I'm on. And I think that's important. Because one thing I do is I don't communicate well. I have a friend that says, you're a very well communicator because you have 5 kids. I'm like, dude, you're driven.
Because he thinks relationships are built around communication, which is true.
Yeah.
And I think an important thing
Well,
to do.
he's talking about, like, you know, marital communication.
Marital communication.
Yeah, that's what relations. That's what he's talking. I'm like, nah, I'm not a good communicator. I'm just sexy. No.
Well, you are.
Yeah. To her, that's all that matters, right? But no, so for me, I have 4 of my 5 goals, and I think that's important that you set goals for yourself, and I'm learning that, and learning how to set goals, and a lot of times I think we as people, we hear New Year, new like resolutions and that, and that's just a big thing for me. Like, cause the average resolution lasts no more than 28 days.
Like mid-February, yeah.
By no more, like most of them, like 80% of resolutions are done before February even starts. I mean, and so if they make it through February, you're doing well. And to be honest, like I'm not good on most of my goals right now, but at least there are things that I can check on. So number 1 for me is get back in the gym. That's the first thing. Like, I need to make sure I'm healthy, because if I'm not healthy, like, I can't provide for my family, not only mentally, physically, but also, just I can't provide financially because I'm not there. So that's 1. That's my first goal. Second goal is I want to read 6 books this year, and I want to start journaling again. It's funny. I looked at my journal because I bought this journal. It's like 3 lines.
Cool.
It's a 5-year journal, so it's 3 lines, and you just keep going. So you keep it for 5 years. But like, I looked at it, the only one I had was when I started again. It was the same. I'm like, holy smoke, what's wrong with you? But I haven't been really consistent on it still. But there's days that I'm like, okay, I need to do this. So like, I'll miss a day here or there. But so that's the second one. Third thing is I want to go on 12 date nights this year, a minimum of 1 a month. And we've actually been on 2 this week.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the second one this week.
Yeah.
Yeah, but who's keeping track? Because it's fun anyways.
At least 12, yeah.
Yeah, at least 12. Like, I just want to make sure that she's a priority. I know that you're like, oh, 12. Like, yeah, but you don't understand, like, some of our, like, we don't have really family that live here anymore. So babysitting's kind of hard. Her mom lives here, but she has a busy life too. Yeah, so it's a little tough for us. I mean, we do have an older daughter, but I mean, if you have older kids, you understand, like, man, my kid's always watching. And so and that's why we try and do stuff for her. So that's that one. 12 date nights, and the next thing is get out of debt. That's a big deal, because the sooner we get out of debt, the sooner we can make some different changes. So
Yeah.
that's a big deal.
Yeah.
I actually think that's a Little Debbie truck right there.
Oh, cool.
It's a distributor. Sorry, we're looking at a storage. There's a storage unit where we're sitting. But yeah, so those are things that, and I think like really, like I don't know if you told them like for because I have in my notes. I'm looking at my notes. Sorry guys. Like for us for the year, like we've one of the churches that we went to, he kind of challenged like find a word for the year. So ours is freedom. Maybe you told him that freedom.
I don't remember if that happened.
Yeah. But like, so our word for the year is freedom, and I think like that's kind of what I'm trying to really put all my goals towards. Like, make sure that you know I'm physically free from like sickness or illness that I get hurt. Like mentally free from reading and journaling, making sure all that, relationally free. And that's the one thing too. Like just knowing each other better. I mean, we've been married 17 years. 17 years. Sorry, our phones keep going on.
I know.
17 years, and you think like, oh, we're good, but you grow, like you grow as a person. So, and then like freedom financially, so like really it's physically, mentally, spiritually, and financially, and relational. Those are the 5 things for freedom for me this year. Yeah.
I'll start with the freedom thing. So for me, same, physical, mental, spiritual, and financial. Obviously financial, it frees you up to do many other things. Like we were once debt free.
Yeah.
Like,
so 5 years ago we were completely debt free. No car payments, no credit cards.
Nothing.
We didn't owe cell phone bills, AT&T, pay my bill. Like, come on.
We were debt free, and it was amazing. The feeling was so amazing because it frees you to do so much more because you're not stressed about, you're not overwhelmed by all your debt.
Right.
So that's huge to me. It might take longer than a year, but we're gonna work on it this year. Because we have our car, but whatever.
Yeah. Truck payments.
We have a truck. We have 3 car payments right now.
Yeah. One's a business car, which we're in. This is a business car right here. And
then one's a lease, but I think we'll have a year and a half with that, and then our other car should be paid off this year, hopefully. Yeah. But anyway, and then relationally free, because I feel like in the busyness, and you'll hear this all the time, right? In the business and with kids, you kind of just go into like autopilot, and there's been a lot of times where I'm like, I don't want to be your roommate. I don't want to be your, like
your sleep mate.
Yeah, we coexist here together. No, I want to be like
partners.
Like an actual partner, and like lovers. Like I'm not, if any kids are watching, like not in like, but like that woo each other and like kind of have that excited like, oh, we get to be together. Not because we have to be, because we've created this empire together. And
you think too though, like when she told me today, hey, my sister's gonna take the kids, and I was like, oh, sweet.
Yeah.
I was like, man, one, for me, like I'm by myself all day, but I'm not, because I'm in my own head. And so when I go home, it's crazy. Like we have a ton of kids and crazy fun, but there's still that, craziness. So one is like, man, there's gonna be like, I knew she was a little busy doing some other stuff, so I'm like, man, there'll be at least an hour. I just get to either sleep or chill or do whatever. Yeah. And then the second thing was like, man, we get to go on 2 dates this weekend.
Yeah.
So, sorry.
No, it's good. So just that freedom to feel like we can, like, the dates are important because that creates that freedom to like pay attention to each other, because someone's always getting our attention, or if we're in the house gets my attention. So that, and then physical freedom, I obviously have shared with you. I'm on a health journey. I need to lose weight. I need to be healthy. I felt my blood pressure starting to act up again. I want to live a long, healthy life, and you can't do any good for the kingdom if you're not healthy. So, and I want to do good for the kingdom. And then what was my so for me, okay, I'm gonna go. So freedom, the biggest one for me is before we moved here, and no sob story, God has had me the whole time, but I really felt like I knew who I was. And in this last 5 years, I feel like I've kind of lost that. Like, I'm not gonna get emotional.
Yeah, you are.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, you're gonna push through.
No, I am. So it's like, I'm not sure who I am anymore. So I just want that, like,
the assurance. Well, and that's the thing though, like, the reality is we came here, we've never been full-time ministry till we came here. And, you know, you get busy doing that, and that's your identity. That becomes who you are. And the reality is that you're a son or you're a daughter of Christ.
And I just want to feel that again.
Yeah.
Like, I just want to be able to, like, there's a song, it's an older song. I probably am going to butcher the lyrics even, but it's like, I just want to sit at your feet. I want to feel you breathe. I want to,
Yeah. It's,
hear your heartbeat. Like, just, that, I just want to, it's an older song, but that's what I want to feel again. Like, I don't want to feel like I have to work, which he doesn't make us do that. It's self-imposed. But I don't want to feel like that's where my worth is. I just want to sit at his feet. I just want to listen. I want to have joy, you know. Joy, unspeakable joy. Yeah, because I feel like that was kind of lost in that season. And so I want my joy back. I want the freedom to feel happy. So that's kind of ours. And then, so we're just doing a lot of like self-reflection. This year we're throwing all of our dreams at his feet again, all of our hopes and desires, and trying to go at it with no prejudice of what we want, but what he wants for us. So, which is hard.
It is. Because there are things that we want, and then there's things that are like, man, that'd be cool. But the reality is that what God wants? And sometimes he gives you an option. And that's a cool thing. You know, he'll give you an option to choose. So we'll see. We'll see what's up next.
2018, crazy year, guys.
Crazy years.
Crazy year. I feel like you're in store. Oh, and I was gonna say one more. So, I'm doing, one of my big goals is to actually read the entire Bible in a year. I've never done it. Here I am, been a Christian for like 21 years or something like that, and I've never read the whole Bible. So that is my goal. But anyway, on my app that I'm using, it said you're on day 17 of 365. And it was like, it just hit me like...
Is it 365 or 366? I think it's a leap year this year.
Well, it said 365. So maybe I get
mine says 366, so...
Okay. Anyways, but sometimes for me, I'm so impatient and I'm so hard on myself that it's like, if I haven't gotten it together, my New Year's resolution together by this point, then I'm not going to do it, and this is when I'll give up, right? But it was like, it hit me. It's like, I'm only on day 17 of 365.
Yeah.
Like, if your new year is seriously a fresh start, and it's not always, right? We can't always change the past. We can change the ending. That was Pastor Steven.
Yeah, that was good.
And that was good. Like, I can't change how the year started, but I could change how it ends. And we're only on day 17, guys. Yeah. Like, there is plenty more of this year to get things together. So if you've just been kind of discouraged about how your year has started, guess what? We're on day 17.
Yeah.
Wake up tomorrow and make it a better day.
Yeah. Another thing too is, like, if you don't have goals, like, what do you live for? Like, are you just in that cycle?
Yeah, make one.
Make a goal, like a monthly goal, or, you know, something that you could do weekly. Because you just kind of grow in a cycle, and it gets old. It gets old. You feel like a hamster in a wheel, just running. And it's like, dude, the year's gone, and what do we do? And so make a goal. So comment below. Comment some goals that you have for this year. Something that we could look at, read, and just be like, oh, that's cool, that's awesome. Maybe partner with you, maybe take from you. I mean, borrow from you. I'll steal it, because there's a couple ways you could do it to take something. So I know the tricks. So I'll give you credit once. That's it.
Yeah.
I mean, they said. It's been said. I've always said that's how you take something. Okay.
But I have a funny one too. I want to buy a plant a month, because I want more green in our house. Because it's healthy.
We've seen plants in our house, guys. If you've seen a plant in our house, like...
I have one. It's living. It's good. But having greenery in your house helps absorb all the stuff. So it would be good and healthy for us to have some plants. So I want to buy one plant a month. That's a funny, like, random one. Yeah. So
comment your goals. If you got some goals for this year. So I know you call them resolutions. That's okay. Whatever. We don't. I don't. I think I forced them to not call them resolutions. I don't know. I just think the goals sound better.
Yeah. So we're gonna go on to our date night.
Date night. That's it.
Like this video.
Yeah. Subscribe and join the tribe, because we're not taking you on our date.
No.
You stop here.
Oh, see you later. Bye.